He says we can't trash our predecessors' music for new ones. Now, let me tell you what he said. I quote, if someone comes new and we start rubbishing the works of the older ones and replace them with the new ones, it won't work. It can't happen like that. It's a total disrespect. So I feel that we should give respect where respect is due, and that will help us move forward. We always have to thank our predecessors for making it happen, and then we can take the baton from them and continue. You can't compare what someone has done in just 1 year to what others have done for about 8 years. We have to respect them, the rapper further expressed. Now let's listen to Kofi Jamal for just a minute, and we'll come to discuss in the studio.
Well, the tweet came up when people started comparing. Like, it's like we came in the game to meet people like Sako there, Stoneboy, Shatawale, and we all know what they've done and what the contributions they've done to this industry. Yeah. And if someone comes new and you start rubbishing the work of the old one, then trying to replace it with the new one, it can't happen like that. It's a total disrespect. So I feel like we should give respect. We should show respect where respect is due, and that will help us move forward. Because we always have to thank our predecessors for making it happen. Then we take the baton and continue. So we have to respect them. That's what I was trying to say. Because you can't use just 1 year of what people have done several years back. Yeah, you just can't compare it. Yeah.
But then let's go to the Grammy Award.
So let me begin with you, Mr. Logic.
Andy, I think Kofi Jamal has really spoken well. I've respected him. I've respected him. The last time they came here, if you look at all the guys who came here, you could see that he was the most collective one inside. With no disrespect. Okay. We didn't say, people who are intelligent and respectful, this is how they speak. Because he wouldn't want to break the tradition. This thing that he said, it doesn't only apply to the artists and just the musicians. It applies to all the players, the stakeholders and all the industry players. People who have been here for very long, who have kept the baton for you to meet. You shouldn't think that you should come today and then I'll strip them just like that. You need to go through the process. And because we don't allow people to go through the process, that's how come our system, like our music, our songs, sometimes we complain that, look, the songs are not really going on good. And people will say, hey. The older ones are not given the chance to tutor the young ones coming. For instance, if a person want to be a DJ, I suppose that the first point of call, Charlie, I don't say, and it does still be, he's the top DJ. I mean, he has held this thing for how many years now? Let me go see Andy and ask him how to combine my BPM and let me go see him. He will make that move. He will first of all start learning from YouTube, get to understand how to play on the console, then name himself a DJ. The next thing is he's battling with you. And the other said, and someone made a comment on Facebook the other time. The person was insulting Mark. What has he done for the industry? And I said, hey, my friend, you can't talk like that. Maybe he hasn't done anything that you are directly benefiting from. But his contribution, his achievement, his experience, you cannot have it. You can't buy it. So respect people, not just because they've not done anything that you are directly benefiting from. Doesn't mean that they've done nothing. The guy come and see on Facebook, this guy was insulting me left and right. And we have so much of such people in our industry, Andy. Someone will hear you speak on radio. Oh, like a kid who is just coming. He hasn't even gotten to quarter of your experience in the industry, your exposure, your contribution, nothing. He will ask you, what contribution have you made to the industry? I mean, imagine somebody asking me that question. This same question, a top guy who is in the industry asked me that here. What have you done for the industry? You ask me that question, and you think that because I have a problem with you, that's the right question to ask me. Even if I have managed one artist to stardom, it's a huge contribution because it's not easy to manage people. Do you know the time, my time, my knowledge, energy. Andy? They don't respect the elders. I was having a conversation with Ashes behind the scenes, and there's a thing I've noticed that I've been pondering. Ashes just brought it up and said, Ashes, you think you just thought like me? This is the problem we have in our industry. That's how come we're not going anywhere. People who are experienced, because they don't have certain affiliations and relationship with certain people, they always want to make sure that they keep you at the back. They will not tap into your knowledge, your experience. They don't even know you from a distance. They sit where they are and they judge you. That is how come we are where we are. So me, what Kofi is saying, I really buy this comment. I buy it 100%. I said this and people were offended. Before I came here this morning, I was battling with a similar issue because I was saying that when the young boys are coming up, we should be excited for them. We should encourage them, motivate them, but make them understand that the journey is tough. It doesn't take one song to stabilize yourself. It takes more than a song. Events, brand positioning, a whole lot. I mean, you can just do the calculation for yourself. What it took Stonebwoy to get to where he is. What it took Sarkodie, Samini, Edem, Medica. We also when Medica came out. Look how many things he has to do. The number of work he has to put in before he is where he is today. Yesterday I was watching Nanki's new video with Medica. Ashes, when you watch the video, the previous videos that Sultan Music has shot for him, and the present one, you see that they are putting in work. Someone like Nanki, tomorrow if he becomes a top artist, and you tell me that he just got up one day, did one hit, and then he was Nanki. You see, I wouldn't want to go into the technical issues of the industry itself, else we'll be stepping on toes. All I will say is that what Kofi Jamal has said, this boy is wise. He will go far. All the big boys, I'm sure they will be happy for him and they will be ready to support him. So, and this is the call we're all making, that let's respect pace setters. Ashes, a technical pace setter. Andy Dusty, a technical pace setter. Mr. Logic, a technical pace setter, exposed, internationally exposed. See, Andy, this industry wrong. Oh no.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Ashes.
Yeah.
You cut me off anyway.
I didn't cut you off. Yeah, man. It's a tintinto, you know that. It's a tintinto.
So, like you said, technically we are lost in this music industry. That's our problem. It's just the technical bit of the industry which is gone so bad, which is rotten. Yes. That's where the struggle is. A guy who came up yesterday, like let me use an example, like DJ Bradash. All of a sudden feels he's bigger than DJ Black, or because he's on radio, he's playing, he has time, he's bigger than Andy Dusty. That is our problem.
That's how you feel, so. That's how you feel.
That is our biggest bane in the industry, the pain the industry has. Listen, sometimes you compare. You have to compare. Yes. It's good to make notes. If you go to Jamaica, I am sure there's no way any artist who came up yesterday, like let's say, what's this
bigger
guy?
Than Beanie Man.
Popcorn.
Look at Chronix. So big a Rasta artist, but when he sees like goes on his knees.
Oh, you see Buju Banton.
When you see Buju.
Who born dog?
Who are you?
Who are you?
Who are you to try that?
You know?
The tradition is that they won't allow.
Or rubbish is music. You don't know about the respect. Try rubbish.
Even in Nigeria, go and do that to Two-Face.
No, it can't happen.
Abdul Karim Idris. You cannot.
You can't diss those people.
Me, I once said I was in a club. Yeah? When Whiskey, all of us were sitting down, drinking, and Baba was there. All of a sudden, your man, he go hide for somewhere before he come. I mean, Baba, you know.
He's doing thing.
Yeah. And he went off. Do you know what the boys did? Because they didn't want the cameras and the media to expose the guy,
quickly
we covered him and we put him behind us. He slept.
That is how they respect
Ghana.
Too much respect for the guy. When I was coming up as a young guy trying to learn, ask Andy Dusty. I understood it under DJ Black.
Yes.
I was a crash group with DJ Black. 2001. Black was our boss there.
Yes.
We were watching Black like a god, and I still hold Black in high esteem like a god.
Actually, you know what?
It's never got off my eye.
You know somebody calls Poncho?
Poncho, yeah, no Poncho.
Samson Queen?
Yeah.
When Samson Queen finished playing on radio, I take his bag. On a regular, take his bag. I go and wait for he finish, I take his bag.
First time I met Andy Dusty
was...
First time I met Andy Dusty was Rothman's DJ trade fair.
Yeah.
He came to compete with E-Double. Oh, which year?
2002. 2002, yeah.
Yeah, 2002. And I'm like, wow, who's this young guy, short guy, you know? And you see, till now, I still hold, when it comes to that side, I hold him in high esteem. Yeah. Is it the same replication now?
That's not what we are getting.
Is it because the world has changed, so everything has to change? There are certain things in this world that never change. Technicalities will never change. See, no matter how wise a young budding producer will be, there's that little thing, that element that old producer has over you. No way in this world a young like Timberland would ever try compare himself to a Quincy Jones.
No.
It will never happen.
Even try.
So let's learn to respect. You go for an event, and then somebody like Reggie Rockstone is introduced, and nobody wants to wake up. You see, I don't blame them. It's the education we failed to give them on the media space. We failed somewhere, and we should take the blame. We should have educated the people that this is how it's done. You rise to the occasion and you clap for your elderly folks.
Yes.
One time, Papi Kojo and Joey B did something to Tiny, and it touched my heart. There was a performance, and Tiny came on stage. I think one of the music DJ awards or something, one of the awards. And these two boys ran on stage, bowed down to Tiny.
Yes.
I saw that video.
Yeah.
They bowed down to
When
Tiny.
he said Tiny, those time when he said Tiny.
Yes, it's
When
not.
he said
I know
Tiny,
my friend no.
they picked up from him.
So what Kofi is saying is very, very real. Let's learn to give respect where respect is due. Ask him, DJ Black, ask him, 2001, if Black enters studio, we did run away. Cross groove. Everybody they disappear.
Senior come.
Yes.
Senior.
Until today, we still hold him in high esteem.
And you see DJ Black and I bow down and I say,
Somebody will see you and say, you just started.
You don't have respect.
He don't know you.
Do you know how
People
many
don't know
times you have
respect.
failed?
He don't know you.
Failure is part of it.
It's part
You
of the
need to
process.
fail.
These small boys know the
You need to
respect
fail
of
to
them.
understand that I failed here, and then you grow out of it. So the younger ones come in, learn to accord the respect.
They don't have
Get
respect.
close and learn. That's the only way this industry will grow.
Yeah, oh, seriously. And Ashes, the industry, the leadership should also understand that don't put the growing ones ahead of the experienced ones. Don't do that. That thing they shouldn't do it, because if a person hasn't even achieved nothing, his experience is enough an achievement. And in our industry, that's what they do. They always want to put the senior men behind. Oh, wait, the time it came.
Why is DJ Black?
That's what they
Black,
do.
are you still on the music award board?
I've never been on any board.
He's not on.
Really? Is it that you've
Imagine
never
the whole
been called?
DJ Black not on a
Or
DJ,
you've refused.
DJ Awards board.
Is it that you've never been called or you've refused?
I don't know anything about it.
No.
You know, Black, you won't say. Yes. You won't say.
No, but we need to understand if Black
give
hasn't
up.
been invited ever before. So the Ghana DJ Award, we need to understand.
But he's still.
Ghana music.
Ghana music, all that we need to understand. You see, that's the country where we are.
Saying he's never been
Yes.
called. Shall I give up? Let's go.
But I'm gonna mobile.
Bye bye.
This is Hitz.